On this episode of Eagle TV 2.0, we have information on fantasy leagues, some announcements, a news update, and some Halloween costume ideas. And it all starts right now.
Hey SM, welcome back to another episode of Eagle TV 2.0. I'm Sydney Furman.
And I'm Luke Newman. We have a great show planned for you today.
Luke, did you hear that there's a new iPhone coming out?
No, I didn't hear about that.
To learn more about the release, let's turn it over to Miranda for some news updates.
Hey everyone, it's Miranda. I'm back with another edition of Noteworthy News. And kicking things off today, Apple unveiled their new iPhone 12 design this past Tuesday. They announced 4 models of the iPhone 12. The iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max, and the iPhone 12 mini. All of these phones are equipped with the ability to access the new 5G network. The prices for the phones range from $699 to $1,199. The 12 and the 12 Pro will be available starting October 16th, and the 12 mini and 12 Pro Max will be available November 6th. They come in all sorts of colors, such as white, green, red, blue, and black. They have enhanced cameras, night mode time-lapsing, and even a protective screen. Moving on, the Supreme Court confirmation hearings for nominee Amy Coney Barrett have begun. She was nominated by current President Donald Trump after the death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and her nomination has caused quite a bit of controversy due to the upcoming presidential election. She is currently being questioned by the Senate Judiciary Committee, which is composed of 22 senators who each get 30 minutes to question Coney Barrett. If all goes on track, she will most likely be confirmed just days before the presidential election. Now, as the coronavirus safety protocols and measures have been advancing, the entertainment industry has been very up and coming. One significant one is the return of many competition shows such as Dancing with the Stars, The Masked Singer, and The Bachelorette. They have all taken special social distancing protocols, with judges being sat far apart, no live audience, and daily COVID testing. Shows and movies like Stranger Things, Batman, and the new Marvel movie, The Eternals, have all resumed production in the past month. I'm so excited to see all these films. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miranda Riley, and this has been Noteworthy News.
Thanks, Miranda, for that news update.
Now moving on, Luke, I've heard a lot about fantasy leagues this year. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Of course. With pro sports up and running this season, fans continue to partake in fantasy leagues. Fantasy sports is a competitive online event in which fans select players through a draft system. All drafts are different, but the most common way is either an in-person or online get-together where participants alternate to select players in the designated sport. Fantasy sports include football, soccer, basketball, baseball, and many more. Once you select your players, you set your starting lineup and who you think will earn the most points each week. You go head-to-head against your opponent for total points. Players earn a certain amount of points on their performance during the game. These points are all tallied up at the end of all the games, and whoever has the most points will get a win on their record, putting them higher on the tables. You are basically the manager of your fantasy team. Fantasy leagues end with the season, and whether your team won in the postseason of your league or if you have the best record, you win the fantasy leagues. Leagues are best done with friends, but many public leagues are available too, so join before your favorite sport goes out of season. Now in Santa Margarita sports news, this year we welcome our new women's varsity basketball coach, Coach Seram Bell, to the SM family. Coach Say is joining her husband, Coach Justin Bell, in the SM basketball program. We look forward to this upcoming season and getting to know our coach. Look out for the future interview with Coach Seram Bell on Eagle TV 2.0.
Thanks, Luke. That sounds like so much fun. Next up is Eagle TV's very own Annie Mulvihill has some announcements for us.
Hi guys, I'm Annie Mulvihill and I have your daily announcements for today. Starting yesterday, our first ever virtual club rush kicked off via Flipgrid, and I'm so excited to check out all the different clubs. Each club made a video explaining what their club is about and all the fun activities they have to offer. I know for sure I'll definitely be checking them out. Next, if you are fully virtual or just not there for Picture Day are being offered yesterday and today, so make sure to sign up via the Sign Up Genius that was posted in the daily announcements. That's all we have for today. Back to the host in the studio.
Thanks, Annie, for keeping us all up to date on things related to Santa Margarita. So Sydney, what are you dressing up for Halloween?
Honestly, I have no idea yet. I was thinking of doing a fairy costume with my friends, but I'm not sure.
Sounds super interesting.
Yeah.
For all of us that aren't sure what to be this year, Amelia has some awesome Halloween costume ideas for us. Let's check it out.
Hello, Santa Margarita. With October 31st just around the corner, it's about time we start thinking about those Halloween costumes. So the practice of wearing Halloween costumes dates back as far as the 16th century, and it was centered around the belief that the dead would return to take vengeance on the living. People would dress up and wear these costumes in order to disguise themselves from vengeful spirits. Oftentimes, they could even dress up to impersonate these beings in order to collect offerings for them. Typically, these offerings were things like money, food, and other goods. Nowadays, dressing up is more a part of pop culture, and I have some fun Halloween costume ideas for you. First of all, we have a Hydro Flask or an M&M. Now, these costumes are really cute, simple, and they're good for groups. Plus, they're not too difficult to put together. All you really need is a colorful t-shirt printed with either the M&M or Hydro Flask logo, and some fun accessories to tie it up. Secondly, we have Studio Ghibli characters. Now this is definitely a bit more uncommon and unique, but you're not bound to see as many people wearing this sort of costume, and the cute, simple aesthetic is not too hard to recreate. It's definitely a really good look. Third of all, and lastly, we have superheroes. Now this is also a really good costume for groups, and the iconic and recognizable characters are bound to get you some compliments. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see what you come up with this Halloween.
Thanks, Amelia. It's always interesting to see how Halloween has changed over the years.
I totally agree.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Eagles. This has been Eagle TV 2.0. I'm Luke Newman.
And I'm Sydney Furman. Have a wonderful week, SM.